everybody, I'm Jen Taylor, and we're doing private practice speaker spotlights to highlight some of the successful people who have been doing private practice and participated in some of our groups. And today I have with me Sarah Stein-Wolf from North Carolina. So welcome, Sarah. So nice to see you.
So I am starting a play therapy practice for kids age 4 to 12 here in Greenville, North Carolina. And I am blessed to have an office that I'm renting in a pediatrician's office.
That is nice. So you're just getting started.
Just getting started. I'm about 5 months in.
All right. Well, that's really good. So it's nice to have perspective sometimes of people who are really at the beginning stages versus some of the people who have been doing this for a long time. So in those first 5 months, anything so far that you go like, I wish I wouldn't have done that, or that didn't work out the way that I had hoped?
Well, I would say probably one of the biggest things is if I could do it over again, I probably would have tried to start, because I ended my previous job and then started private practice. So if I could have done it over again, I probably would have ramped it up slow while I was still working in my other job.
That's really an important part to consider. It's tough, though, to do that for people because that means you're working a heck of a lot of hours.
Yeah.
It is nice to have a slow transition. So you're saying that would have made it easier for you if you would have been able to do that.
Yes.
And so then what would you say is the thing that's going well, or the advice that you have, something that's worked out really well in those first 5 months for you getting started?
I have worked really hard to make a lot of connections in the community with other therapists. I am heading up a networking group for female psychotherapists in the area, and that has really helped me make a lot of connections and helped me learn a lot about the area and things that I wouldn't have known otherwise. For example, here in North Carolina, to have a business, you have to have something called a privilege license, which is different than just your regular license. It's basically a tax. But I would never have known that had some of my other colleagues not shared that information with me.
So really networking by making real personal, authentic relationships with people in your town. And so tell me more about you said you're doing a meeting or a group?
It's a networking group. And it just happened that at the beginning of the year, the lady who was coordinating everything had some family things going on, and she needed to sort of resign from that and say, I need to step back, and needed somebody to step in and take that over. And I thought, this sounds like a great opportunity. And so I did that, and I've really been able to make a lot of connections with folks in my community.
That's really excellent. And it sounds like a really good way to prevent some of that isolation that comes up in private practice as well.
Yes, absolutely. We have a meeting on a monthly basis, and we share information about things that are happening in our city and in our state and how that's impacting us. And we also have a way to give referrals to each other. We are developing a referral book that we are going to give to all sorts of stakeholders in our community. And we kind of use it as a way to have each other's back.
I really love that, because in private practice, a lot of times people are feeling worried about the competition. They're worried that there's another therapist too close to them, or that there's another business that if we are reaching out to them, that somehow it's going to take away from what we can do. And you're not finding that to be true at all.
No, at least not with this group. Everybody in this group, I would say, has very much an abundance mindset. Like there's enough pieces and enough people to go around. There are others in the community who I know have a very much a lack mindset where, there's only so many pieces of the pie. But when we all kind of have that abundance mindset, we're all kind of working together, and you sort of see it as sort of a network of all of us intertwined together to help each other, to help the community.
Yeah, I love that. Well, that is awesome. So it's so exciting for you to take that big leap to share information about your private practice when it's so new, because a lot of times people kind of have that idea of like, I don't know what to say. I haven't been in practice very long, but it's good to remember those first 5 months, because sometimes it's all a blur. It's kind of like when you have a new baby and you don't remember anything about the first couple of weeks because you didn't sleep at all. So we go back and we think, what was it like the first 5 months of practice? It's hard to remember. So it's nice that you have that kind of fresh in your mind and you're having a good experience.
I told my husband recently, I feel like we did have a baby.
It feels, I mean, it's so important, kind of nurturing a business and growing it and seeing it come, to fruition. It is like having a baby and taking care of one, and just as relentless,
Yes.
as far as the work involved in all of that. So,
Yes.
all right, well, I know you have little ones to tend to that are getting ready for bed. So I just want to say thank you for popping in and sharing those little insights with us, and best of luck. What's the name of your practice?
Sarah Stein-Wolf, MALPCPLLC.
There you go. And all you got to do is remember your name. So if you're in North Carolina and you want to be part of the networking group, then make sure that you connect with Sarah Stein-Wolf. And thank you very much. Have a great night.